Hi everyone and welcome back to Perima's Kitchen. I am Selena and today I'm making a traditional soup known as Rasso, Rasam or King soup. I'm making it from scratch and I really hope you try this recipe. It has so many benefits, nutritional value, and it helps to clear your respiratory tract. While growing up, whenever you had a cold or flu, Rasso was that one soup that instantly made you feel better. So let's get in touch with our roots and start cooking. I'm making a liter of Rasso today, which is for a family of 4. I'm now adding a tablespoon of tamarind to 250 milliliters of warm water, approximately a cup of water. And my suggestion is to wash your hands thoroughly and then start dissolving that tamarind into the water with your fingers. Using warm water from your kettle helps to dissolve it much more easily. And then we're going to continue this process using that same leftover tamarind. Drain it into a separate bowl, keeping behind all of the residue, which I'm going to continue to use. We're not wasting any of our tamarind. So I'm adding more warm water, another cupful of water to the balance of the tamarind. Help to dissolve the tamarind again. And I will repeat this for the 3rd time, and that in total will be approximately 750 milliliters of water so far. And remember, tamarind gives it that tangy taste, so you can adjust it according to your preference. Finally, I'm going to add my last cup of lukewarm water, and now we have 1 liter of tamarind water. To it, I'm adding 1 diced tomato, and let that all just soak together while we prepare our spices. To my pan, I'm adding a teaspoon of cumin seeds, also known as Jeera, and I want to toast it up slightly. We don't want to scorch our cumin. This will help to release its flavors. And once I'm done, we're going to turn off our heat. I'm going to use this cumin together with the rest of our spices, which we are going to pound in the mortar. I'm adding a handful of garlic cloves. If you've got some skin on, some garlic skin on, don't worry about it. It adds to the flavor. So it's approximately 9 to 10 garlic cloves. I add just a pinch of salt, which helps when you're pounding. Next, I'm adding a teaspoon of whole black peppercorns. And remember, what's magical about the soup is that it all works hand in hand. The peppercorns help to increase the absorption of our turmeric, our curcumin in our turmeric by 2000%. Next, I'm adding my toasted Jeera seeds, my cumin seeds. The aroma is just beautiful, followed by the stems or the stalks of your Dhania, Coriander, Cilantro. We are very fortunate to have a global audience, and I try my best to use the commonly known names. However, if you're ever confused, please check the drop-down description below. I do have it written there as well. So use a teaspoon to mix it up, and then you can continue pounding, and that will give you a better consistency. Next, I'm adding some fresh curry leaves. Curry leaves on its own have an enormous amount of nutritional value. It is the X factor in your Rasso. I'm also adding green chilies. You can use bird-eye chilies. I'm using a large green chili, and I'm not using too much because of our kids. So continue the process of pounding and then using a teaspoon to remove it from the edges of your mortar. And then continue pounding some more. And once you're done, we're going to start making our soup. Use a deep pot or pan to accommodate a liter of water. I've added a tablespoon of coconut oil. A fat-soluble oil is very important because it helps to transport all of this amazing nutrients to the rest of your body. Once your oil is hot, add a teaspoon of mustard seeds and a 1/4 teaspoon of fenugreek, which is our Methi Seeds, followed by our dried red chilies. I'm using approximately 4 dried red chilies, which I've broken up. Give it a few seconds to sizzle in the oil. We are now going to add the rest of our spices that we've set aside. Turn your temperature down to a low heat and proceed to add the rest of your spice mixture. I also add a few extra curry leaves, and this is completely optional. If you are adding it, ensure it fries in the oil as well. Next, I'm going to add my turmeric, and I'm adding half a teaspoon of turmeric. Once you've mixed it in, we are now ready to add our tamarind water, our liter of tamarind water, which has been sitting aside. The aroma of all of the spices permeating throughout the entire house is such a heartwarming feeling, because it makes you think of so many people and all of those close to you, and you just know that it's full of nutrients and your senses are just heightened while it's steeping all together, and you just can't wait to have a soulful cup of rasso. Next, I'm adding some salt to taste. I am using pink Himalayan salt, which is rich in essential minerals. And to balance the flavors, you can use a teaspoon of jaggery or sweetener of choice. Mix so it all dissolves, and then bring your rasso up to a boil. Mix your rasso occasionally and then turn down your heat to a very low heat. You can now add some freshly chopped coriander, our dhania, and then let your rasso simmer for approximately 2 minutes on this low heat, and then you can switch off your heat and cover your rasso with a lid and keep the lid closed for approximately 2 minutes before you serve. And there you go, you can serve your delicious rasam or rasso with steaming hot basmati rice or an immune boosting soup like I am doing today. I must admit, I just take a large cup and I top it up and I just drink mine from the mug. The kids like to navigate through the soup, so I prefer to use a bowl for them. I hope you try this traditional recipe, and from our table to yours, I wish you health. As usual, all the ingredients used will be found in the drop-down description below. Please subscribe. Kindly hit the notification bell so you are notified when a new video is uploaded. Please like and share, and your comments are always very, very welcome. See you again soon in Perima's kitchen. I am Selena.